Let's take a look at how to use Google Drive for your desktop. After you install Google Drive, you will see a few changes to your desktop. You'll notice that you'll see three icons for Google Documents: Google Sheets, Google Slides, and Google Docs. You'll also notice that there's a shortcut icon to your Google Drive folder. And as well, you'll see down here, you'll see the Google Drive Synchronize icon down here inside of your tray. The folder that Google Drive for your desktop creates is an exact image of your Google Drive on the web. If I come down here and open up my Google Drive for the web, under My Drive, I will see my files and folders inside of my Google Drive. If I open up the folder for Google Drive on my computer, I'll see an exact copy of that image. Any changes whatsoever to any file or folder on one side of this Google Drive synchronization is reflected on the other side as well. The path to the Google Drive folder on your computer is shown at the top of the Google Drive window here. Note that you have check marks next to the icons on the folders and files inside of your Google Drive folder. The green check mark means that the files are synchronized and up to date. Let's rename a folder. I'll come out and rename this folder Alpha. And you'll notice it's been changed over on my Google Drive on the web. You can add any type of file you'd like to this folder. If I want to bring in a Word document, I can just simply grab it and drag it into the folder. Make a note that you're moving the file from one part of your computer inside of this folder, not a copy. It's actually moving it. After a short moment, I'll see it reflected over here. You can view the document if you'd like. In this case, it's a Word document, but you can't edit the document unless you convert it to a Google Docs document. But I have the viewer installed so I can easily look at my Word for Windows or Excel for Windows or PowerPoint for Windows documents inside of my Google Drive viewer. If I create a new file, say a presentation, the file shows up inside of my Google Drive folder. It's important to note that Google documents such as spreadsheets, Google Docs, and presentations have a file extension of G-Slides, G-Doc, and G-Sheet. These files are not actually located inside of the Google Drive folder. Basically, they are just links back to the Google Drive on the web. So you could go ahead and pull this file out if you'd like, but it's basically just a link back to the original file. Now, if I were to pull a Microsoft Word document out of the folder back to my desktop, no problem. It disappears from my Google Drives folder and it disappears from Google Drives for the web. If I grab, say, a spreadsheet, a Google Docs spreadsheet, and drag it out to my desktop, I will get a message telling me that the link has been moved to the desktop and the actual file has been moved to the trash on the Google Drive for the web area. If you empty the trash, then the file is gone for good. So when you see this message, that's what's going on, and that's the difference, because the Google Drive isn't actually a file, it's just a link. If I click on undo, it puts the file back, and it shows up back here as well. It also shows up, the link stays on my desktop where it was before as well. So I'll just go ahead and delete that. I'm going to bring my Microsoft Word Windows document back into my Google Drive folder. File shows up over here inside of my Google Drive for the web. And on the Google Drive for the web, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to share this file with another Google Docs user. I'm going to come up and click on my share button, and I'm going to go ahead and add another email or another user. Share and save. Click on yes, and I'm done. I see this new user out here inside of the file share, and I can see that it's shared. If I come back and open up a deck extension document and make a change to it, and I close this and save changes, see that the file is synchronizing. Once it's been synchronized and I come out and take a look at the file inside of the viewer, I can see the change has been made here. If I move things aside, come out here and open up a window the user who has the shared document and I click on Shared with Me, I see the deck extension Word document, and if I click to open it up, I see the changes as well inside the shared document. If I come back to my Google Drive folder and move the document back out to my desktop, it synchronizes and deck extension is removed from here. I also see inside of the shared user, the document is removed from their shared folder as well. Sometimes users are concerned about bandwidth. If you have all these documents linked up and everybody's making changes, the constant internet traffic may be a concern. Anytime, if you'd like to quiet this down, you can come out to your drive icon in your tray and you can right click and choose to pause. This will pause synchronization. Make all the changes that you want. When you go from pause back to live, any of the changes that you make to your document or documents will be reflected across. So you can quiet the internet traffic down for a given document by pausing synchronization on your computer. Google Drive on your desktop, the Google Drive folder that is a great way to work offline. You can work on all of your individual files, Word documents, PDFs, videos, sound, whatever, on your own while not being online. Your Google documents themselves, you have to be online to actually work on them. So if this is the case where you'd like to work on your actual Google documents like your Google Sheets, your Google Presentation, and your Google Docs, if you're using the Chrome browser, you could come out and install an app called Google Drive offline, and this will allow you to work on your Google Docs themselves offline without being on the internet. It's great if you're on an airplane or if you're at coffee shop or someplace where maybe you don't feel so secure about hooking up to the web. You can work on these offline. You could also turn off the Google Drive synchronization by coming out and right-clicking the icon in the tray and just choosing to quit Google Drive. And then once the icon disappears from the tray, you will no longer be synchronizing between your Google on the web and your Google Drive folder. You can start Google Drive again whenever you restart your computer, or if you can find the program locally on your computer, you could go ahead and start it from there as well. You can uninstall Google Drive the same way you would uninstall any program on your computer. Just go to your area where you uninstall your programs and you can uninstall Google Drive, and it will remove the icons, remove Google Drive. However, the folder will stay behind with all the files inside of it, so you won't lose all of your files, your local files that you've put into your folder. Even though you uninstall Google Drive, you'll still have those available.